Hey guys, Lyra here, back again with another voiceover video, this time of the very interesting game I had the other day. As you can see, it went on for, well, 26 minutes. I was gonna go, can you see it? And yes, you can, thankfully. It was a lot of back and forth, and it really just seemed like my team was gonna lose, because if you generally look at the overall KDAs and stuff like that, don't look too good. But yeah, somehow we managed to turn it around. I probably won't show the majority of the start bit, but I will give you like a little rundown. I'll probably just skip ahead to when I switch to Mercy, because the interesting things all seem to happen after that. Or well, it was interesting from the start. I think my tank kind of got a bit tilted, maybe like things were said, and then it was like they just were throwing for a good bit. It's not like a, I don't know, I don't think it was that there was definitely a part where they were not trying anymore. So I started the game on Anna, and yeah, I put myself in the bad position right at the start. I was not able to help him. I should have been sitting over at the other side, but I was like, I don't generally play Anna on this map. I kind of was like, why did I pick Anna over like playing anyone else? But I wanted to show this little one good moment from my Anna. But yeah, it's like, okay, normal type of game. Things going okay. Me occasionally hitting shots. It's like, oh shit, they have a Sombra. And then I proceed to like miss shots. Things right now all going pretty well. Having to deal with the fucking Sombra and, you know, whipping on my shot. As I do as a mercenary. Nah, I just haven't played Anna in a while, so I'm like, why did I decide to play her this game? Really don't know. Didn't you use my nade there, but you know. I'm just glad I managed to heal the Kiriko. I think I would have felt much worse if like I wasn't able to heal her for that. And I know that me because I kind of predicted I was going to die soon. That Sombra was on me, she wanted me. And then she proceeded to spawn camp me, which was fun. My team managed to help me get back to point, but things kind of went topsy-turvy. And we, yeah, kind of got rolled here. I knew I wasn't going to be able to help the D.Va through a nanoed Winston. It was full health. So I was like, I'll just go try and do something else, which wasn't very helpful at this time.
Look at me!
Progress is seldom won with ease.
So we're kind of grouping up again, which is thankfully what we were doing. Like, I'll go around this way and then I will... I thought I could do food jump across, but then I didn't. Because it wasn't up in time, and then, yeah. I wish my D.Va had, like, backed out before she got stuck in there. There's a whole team on her. My heals aren't going to help her in that situation. She really should jump down. But we're, like, down so many, and I'm just like, okay. I think at this point I was like starting to like mentally check out. I was like, yeah, this game isn't gonna be good. I'm like, oh yep, this is gonna be me starting my lost streak. You know, you get a feeling for these games.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
I should have ulted there, honestly. I don't know why I went around the long way and decided to ult now. It's just bad plays. There's a number of bad plays, but I think it was that thing where it's like I have like also kind of mentally checked out of this game, and my diva at this point does start to feed
From the dark.
and does start to kind of
I'll be right behind you.
run it down. So I'm like, I'm gonna just switch to Mercy. I'm just gonna lie about, have fun, and help that way. Because we have a Cassidy, and our mate is also doing alright, so it's like, why not? Then I put myself in the worst position because, you know, when you let the tout start speaking, you know, you just kind of put yourself in the worst place,
Making a face.
which is something I need to very much work on.
Boosting your damage. We're outnumbered. Be careful. Activating healing stream.
Her Cassidy just got annihilated. Who would have guessed that dragon was for me?
Self-destruct sequence. Monstering you. I expected no less.
Because like sometimes when I was like, I did rewatch the tank, and there's some bits where I'm like, maybe they just didn't realise we weren't able to help them in certain situations. And then there's other times I'm like, no, they're just going in and just feeding. There's like ones where they go in when we've all died and they dive in just to die, and it's like, okay. But I'm like trying to do my best to keep people alive. I know May had to Mabel up there, but like, it just kind of like put me in a worse kind of bit. I would have liked to have moved before I got hacked. And then of course I get EMP'd after that. So I'm like, oh, I'll go and get that. I should have honestly went near the ground so he couldn't have just knocked me further back, but whether the res would have done anything. Well, actually it could have maybe, because she almost had her ult. It was just sad timing for me.
Technology is truly extraordinary.
And I was avoiding the tank at this moment in time, like, yeah, not dealing with that again. Like,
Score 0-3.
I'm not one to be like,
Sides.
usually I just like, you know, I just deal with it, you know, you have bad games and stuff like this, but
Initiating match.
it's not often I get a tank that's like proper running it down. Like,
Don't worry. I'll
Ready
be
for
right
battle.
behind.
usually when that happens,
Ready
it's
for
usually
battle.
Push your limit.
it's usually like a Reinhardt. And then I'm like, well, that's kind of the character at this point.
I am empowering you.
Yeah. Went into our attack, our Mei was trying to be very positive, like, you know, we can still turn this around. Like, we've got this kind of thing, and it's like, it's nice that someone at least was being positive. Because I wasn't.
Back in the fight. Checking in. Activating healing stream.
And we managed to actually win the first fight pretty well. At the time our diva did just run in at the supports, but maybe that worked out for us. That's the thing, it's like, some of their feeding worked out, but like overall, it didn't. It's just, I'm like, I kind of wonder what made them switch from being like, feeding like they're doing there, and then, you know, actually playing again. This is where I'm just like, okay, report the tank kind of thing. I'm not having that. Like, I know they ended up like, we won the game, they ended up turning it around, but I'm like, if you're gonna like run in off a cooldown and feed, then no. And it's not even like a, oh, I'm diva, I'm diving them. No, it's like, no one else is diving them. You're alone in this situation. And there's ways to play that's like a bit smarter than just flying into their face. 1v5.
Angel at your shoulder.
I almost died. I just loved this. Oh my god. I was just like, oh my god, how did I survive? I would have been annoyed if I was the Hansel. he wouldn't know of how much like I lived with.
For the polished.
And like I have to push, but I wanted to go and help. It's just it's annoying being stuck on like the payload. I was also wondering whether my trying to escape here was just going to be me staggering myself. Thankfully, I did actually manage to get out.
Damage intensified.
Touching down.
Activating healing stream.
Receive my aid.
You call it? Much better. I am empowering you.
I'm like, were we just really out of sync? You know, the whole team in the tank.
Let me fix
You know, when I watched it, it's like, no, it doesn't even look like that. The guy just literally just looks like he's like, I'm going to just die. I don't care what's happening. This was just me being stupid. I didn't even know the hands was up there, which is like, I need to be a bit more cautious of like where people are before I go up into places. Like, there's definitely a lot in this game that I did wrong, I misplayed a lot. I feel like the game could have been so much easier if our tank did just like run it down. Like, normally I have no problem with like divas and Winston's. Like, divas usually, you know, usually they take a lot more looking after at times because they don't seem to understand that, you know, they can take a lot of damage real quick. Winstons are usually, like, I've had a lot of good Winstons. Like, they know how to dive out, they know how to, you know, do what they need to do to survive. But like, this one was just, it's like usually Reinhardt's that I have an issue with. I was trying to help everyone here, just swap my beam between different people. Sadly, May kind of went out of my line of sight, and then I'm like, you know what, this Zarya is low, I can clearly pistol her down. Another stupid move from me, honestly. But I think probably would have died anyway here. Maybe that's why I did it. I was like, we're all dead. Might as well die quicker.
Hey, it's getting close.
I want that payload moving. Stat.
See, this is one of the ones where the tank dove in when we were all respawning.
That's what I was looking for.
And it's like, okay.
You call it?
Thanks for the help. The enemy's got a turret.
Mercy in the Reichschaft.
Not ready to overclock just yet.
Heroes never die.
I was like, I'm gonna go for this hack straight away. I mean, go for the res straight away because I knew she was gonna try to hack me. So I was like, maybe I could get away before she did. So I went to shoot the pylon. It just happened to be where the Sombra was. I'm like, and the fact that the Ilari moved the pylon at the same time was quite funny. And then I'm like, why am I continuing this game? Is it going to go any better? And then I just get fucking shot down because, you know, standing still really helping. I think at that point I was just thinking, like, is the tank now trying? Like, what made him switch? Like, oh, no one's here. Like, I might as well get this res for a second. That Sombra really wants me.
Nearly ready to overclock. Come here and I will heal you.
60 seconds.
My ultimate's almost ready.
ultimate is ready.
I wonder if the Zarya like whiffed her grab. I wonder if she wanted to get like the Winston and all that there instead of catching me and the soldier.
Feel stronger.
Focus up and move the payload.
Let the Kitsune guide you. We need to attack now. It's go time.
And time to snooze.
Sponsoring you.
And we managed to actually cap the point, which was just a how did we do this?
Score 3.
So at this point it seems like, you know, the tank has got its head back in the game and it's time for us all to, you know,
Initiating match.
just concentrate on trying to win.
Dusting off. Enemy target located.
Hands ahead. I am a power. Come here, and I will heal.
I do have to like heal bot, I feel like, quite a bit this game. But like sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Here to assist.
I'd rather heal bot and have a better chance of winning than not heal botting and just losing straight away.
You call it? We're running out of time. Go quick.
I kind of put myself in a bad position there. I should not have took as much damage as I did.
My thanks. Danke.
But thankfully it worked out. I kind of wish someone else had like stood in the point of me, got it a bit quicker.
Hello there.
Objective
Like, okay, I'll move the
A. Escort.
Damage intensified.
payload.
Coming up. Outfit is ready. Helden sterben nicht. I'll have you in top condition. I am empowering you. I am here to support. I'll set you on
It's like, okay, there's people on the point. I didn't want to exactly be sitting on it straight away. But like, everything keeps moving and I'm just really
never die. I am fully focused. Feeling more
just didn't want to like accidentally see them.
Do something. Improving your vitals.
I'm like, oh my god, why did he dive in? There's a bob right there. But thankfully, we won this fight. It's always funny, like, when you have, like, the second lot of, like, rounds, where you've managed to push much quicker than you did when you had all the time in the world. I think it's like that panic of, like, the in-between, you know, staggering themselves in the longer respawns. I should have probably got off the payload there, but I didn't realise like someone else was close enough to be counting us on it. Thankfully, Reaper had his ult and we managed to get another point
My skills are
and
still
keep
needed.
pushing. But it's always funny when it's like, it took you forever to push originally and then it's like, in overtime you're able to push so much. I'm always so apprehensive about like G'ing away from the point, just in case no one else is touching. I also don't like being this close to the point. But it's like if I'm further away then it might just be easy picking. There's literally no safe spot here. And I fuck up so bad. And just G into the fucking pulse bomb. When I'm trying to like G away from it. So I'm just gonna show the fight on the point. Winston does pretty good here. And like May does as well, but it's like, you know, neither of the sports were there because we both died to the same pulse bomb. I switched to Lucio just to try and get us there quicker, and a little bit of like AoE heal, but yeah, just wasn't meant to be. But it was a really good push from us, so, you know, much better than, like, I feel like we did better this point than like this whole kind of like set of rounds
To 3, switching sides.
than we did like the first 2 rounds.
And
Oh wait.
ready for battle. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Activating healing stream. Come here for healing. Damage intensified.
Sadly, was not able to keep the bastion up. Now I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go in there and get a health thing. I wish it was a bigger one, but alas. I kind of thought they were going to chase me, so I like backed out this way, and I think I just caused my character to die since I wasn't able to help her. But I think maybe we probably just both died either way. Thankfully, team managed to clean it up a bit here.
I'd better be more careful.
I'm debating whether I should have like switched to like Moira to get back quicker.
60
But
seconds.
it looked pretty fine when I was on the way back, so.
Come here, and I will heal.
And we have an Ashe now, so
Here to assist.
a good pocket target, especially against the Pharah.
I'm actually on fire! Freeze! Don't move! Monstering you! Glad I could help. They brought one back. My ultimate is charging.
30 seconds remaining.
I'm on the roll. The defense
So I think we all got a bit too confident and went too far into this one, and I don't normally move up like here, but I was like, well, it's fine, right? And I was like, oh shit, I need to get away, and I went the wrong way and fucked up my GA and died. So yeah, this was a misplay for me here. And I'm like, would things have turned out better if I didn't die there? Maybe, because I've got Valk. But it could also have still just turned as bad as it was. And then I might not have Valk.
intensified.
So I probably would have clicked it.
I get the idea.
I'm like, okay, we'll wait for the team and then
The payload.
jump on the point.
Salutations. Hello there.
Not to worry.
Get the Ashe back.
Our work is not done. Monstering you. I need that.
Stop the payload.
Heroes never die. It's good to work with capable allies. My duty is being done. Freeze! Don't move! Now go get it. Come here for healing. Call? Much better.
And yeah, from a very questionable game, we actually won. And I don't know. It's one of those ones, it's like, did we deserve that win? I mean, I feel like we did because we had to deal with so much. But then it's like, the enemy team, it feels a bit bad for them. I would have definitely been annoyed if I was on the enemy team and I lost. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this interesting game with a lot of misplays from me, but maybe you can understand why I might have misplayed in certain situations, because, you know, maybe you two have dealt with, like, other people's actions making you play worse, because it tilts you. And maybe we can all just work on trying to be a bit better at that least I know I need to work on that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.